Good evening, everybody. Must be Tuesday night. You're here for Shadowrun Shenanigans. I'm Bob Loper, your GM, and I'm running everybody through. We're about the 80% mark, I think, for Shadowrun Mission 0606, Falling Angels. So previously on Shadowrun missions, I think Johnny Nash found out just how deep the darkness goes in my psyche. As he really explored the depths of the rectory and found out what nasty experiments were going on there. Apparently, there are experiments trying to do repeat possessions, trying to the worst kind of recycling, as it was put. Trying to reuse, what is it? Recycle, reuse,
reduce,
reduce.
recycle.
Thank you. They apparently only managed to reduce because these bodies were in a pretty bad way. Let's see. Then we got over to the church, to the parish of Saint Sylvester, where Deacon Andrews and the children are. Let's see. So I have finally, after like 20 episodes, assigned a picture to Deacon Andrews. I was looking through all of my Shadowrun pictures for somebody who looked relatively normal, whatever normal might be in Shadowrun. And there is definitely a new normal in my Shadowrun pictures. So everybody arrived there sometime after sunset. We decided it was sunset because Allardon's big Force 11 spirit angel, who goes by the name Serenity, decided that they had to go home. And let's see. So KO walks into the church wearing the bishop's robe and bishop's hat. And so there was a conversation with Antonia Sarducci. I think I have her up. Who revealed that she had been tortured for at least a month. Probably somewhere in the rectory. Probably where you found the body of Alan Preston. And then we sort of ended the episode with Luna going through Deacon Andrews' office and finding out that a couple of interesting secrets are that Bishop Marcus Stanton, who is the new Bishop of Chicago, is not part of the Order of St. Sylvester, and so he is not officially sanctioned by the Catholic Church to do magic. So we already know he's a bad boy. And all signs point to him being Auslander now. So he's a really bad boy.
Has to be a bad boy. I mean, it's just okay. Yeah, he's the only one clean shaven. Yeah, he's evil.
And let's see. The other thing was that the only reason this parish and Deacon Andrews are involved in any of this is because Allardon stopped by and dragged all of the runners' sordid stories into the church. So we ended up with a conversation between Luna and Allardon, where Luna confronted Allardon with, "Hey, the only reason that these guys are in danger is because of you." And we ended with Allardon asking, "So how did you find out about all of this?" And we pick up right there with Luna turning on her heel and walking away. Because Derek is not here tonight.
I'll just be sure to talk to you about it later then. Yeah. It's late.
She does one of her patented sort of abrupt subject changes.
Um,
So you are left standing alone, sort of looking sort of off to one side. Is if you look down, there's the worship space.
Paladin is going to turn around and then walk back downstairs to the deacon's to where the deacon should be, right? In his office. Oh no, not in his office, because Lou was in it.
Well, I mean, you don't know that. She didn't tell you where she found this information, but go and make a judge intentions test for me. We'll go with the first roll of the night here.
Alrighty, judge intentions. Did it not roll? Oh.
Okay. So there we go. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I repeat the question I asked you a couple times. What kind of priest are you?
The one that owns lightsabers.
Well, notice the plus wounds there with judge intentions. You're barely awake. You're not even sure you're going to remember this conversation in the morning, because you're not sure when your last morning was at this point.
Yeah,
but it is definitely, it feels late enough to you. I mean, you haven't seen sunrise, or you haven't seen sunlight in a while because it's been raining the entire day. But you sort of, as you go downstairs, you see the light to Deacon Andrew's office is turned off. You do know he has a small cell where he has a bed nearby, but it's not attached to the office.
Okay. If it's ridiculously late, then I'm not going to try to wake him up or anything, and then I'll just resign to talk to him in the morning. And I'm actually gonna head in so my head can stop splitting because I need it's done.
Need some sack time, yeah. It's been long enough since you've even been in a Valkyrie module.
I think I'd just head out to Darci and on instinct and just start to climb into the Valkyrie module.
Okay, so you step outside, and Darci is not there.
He is just blinking in the rain as he's trying to comprehend what happened. So he picks up his phone.
Did I park here, or did we park here?
He calls Darci. I mean, not Darci. He calls Gertrude.
Gertrude, you're just laying down to sleep, and like almost as soon as your head hits the pillow, that's when your comlink rings.
I definitely fumble with it, and the father gets a weird, one of those late '90s ringback tones, and then it's something terrible. Like it's someone else's ringback tone that I somehow managed to answer and get onto my comm somehow before she finally answers it.
Did you? Hello?
It's hello? Is it morning?
Technically.
And you sort of rub your eyes, and it is definitely not morning.
I didn't know you had left. I came outside to get into Darci because my head was pounding and it was gone.
I didn't leave. Also, don't you live here?
That's beside the point. So where's Darci?
She should be in the parking lot where we left her.
but she's not.
Okay. All right. Where are you?
I'm right outside the church. I'm looking at where Darci used to be, and he's just kind of like.
And you see sort of in the background, he's just getting more and more drenched.
Okay. Why don't you come in out of the rain? Let me put on my slippers and find some plastic bags to put on top of my slippers, and I will come meet you.
Oh, okay.
It is definitely that full sort of 80s 90s aesthetic night. Where he's sort of outside the church talking on the phone. He's all drenched.
All right. So I come back inside and
Okay.
yeah, wait for Gertrude and like, did KO steal the van? Sounds like something KO would do.
First of all,
How dare you, sir?
It is at this point that KO locks the doors to the church, leaving him outside, steering through the little vertical rectangular window with my little bishop hat on, just like staring you down.
KO.
Sure. Okay. So at this point, so Gertrude, you're sort of bleary eyed. You've gotten things together enough to sort of walk out into the hallway, and for the briefest of moments, you think you see a person in a flowing white robe and a bishop's hat, prancing, jumping around the church, and then just sort of looks suddenly at the door and goes over and locks it.
I am very sleepy. So sleepy. Okay, what's happening?
Can I come in, please? Yeah, let me in, please. It's pretty wet and cold and rainy.
You have like bishop ghosts in this church. I don't know that anyone should be going here.
I mean, I guess the Holy Spirit is definitely in this place.
If that's what that is, then that is very scary.
So as you go up, you definitely see KO there.
Oh, you're talking about her? Yeah, she's no ghost. It's KO.
Okay, so what did you do to Darci?
I did nothing to Darci. I came outside and it was gone. So I called you.
I absolutely did nothing to Darci. Is something wrong with Darci?
She's not there. So I think someone.
You're the one outside. What did you do?
I came outside and it was gone. Like.
Well, if the three of us didn't do anything, where's Billy?
So you go looking for Billy?
Absolutely.
All right. So you find a room where Billy has stacked out on the bed, and he is, at this point, he is dead to the world.
We'll check his pulse to make sure he still has a beating heart.
Make sure he's not actually dead to the world.
Yeah.
You still do you have a dose you're coming down from, Billy?
No, actually, I'm okay.
Oh, okay. So not quite dead to the world.
Yeah.
It just looks kind of familiar, and then you open the door and turn on the light, and Billy, there's KO.
I didn't do it, whatever it is. I mean,
Well, I can tell that.
I was supposed to do something? What am I punching?
Whoever stole Darci, apparently. Come on, get out. Let's go.
Wait, what? Oh, no.
Oh no.
What do you mean? Oh no.
I mean, Has anybody called the Johnson thing guy?
You mean
Wait, you mean Remo? Did we left Remo in camera guy?
Yeah,
Where did we leave camera guy?
in Darci. So we've got Remo, camera guy, Darcy, and Stephanie all running around Chicago. Possibly stolen, possibly just off on an adventure.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah. Does anybody have Remo's number?
I thought he called Gertrude to get this started.
yeah, we've got
Can't
his
you just
number.
buzz Stephanie?
Oh yeah.
I mean, like,
So you
okay.
call Stephanie?
Yeah.
It goes to voicemail.
Oh dear. So
Reach the agent of Billy Berserker. Please leave a message.
call me right now. This is not cool at all. I'm not taking the bus when it's raining. Call me back, please.
That's when
so-
Deacon Andrew sticks his head out of his quarters. You guys keep it down a little bit.
Sorry. Yeah. Go back to sleep.
You'll wake the children.
Where the fuck does Thing go? Do you know what happened to the van? Oh, okay. No, he's not.
No, everyone was asleep.
I say we go back to sleep. I bet you Darcy and everybody will be back when we wake up. I mean, they have to be, right? Because nothing could happen to 4 semi-sentient atomic automatic things in the zone.
Autonomous, you idiot. Now, pipe down and let me get some sleep.
Wait, is your camera drone atomic? That's not safe to have
He said
near
autonomous.
metahumans.
Autonomous.
Yeah, so that's the point where Johnny hears the conversation.
He was saying autonomous. Well, Johnny's been like kind of sacked out off in the corner, just trying to sleep and just been ignoring when he woke it up. Autonomous. Wait, I thought you didn't have a rigger set up in Darcy.
I don't, for this express purpose. But when people leave drones in the back who are inhabited by sprites, I can't control everything. On the good side, they won't get caught by like Grid Guide because there's nothing to catch. On the bad side, I don't know how social Remo is. So if they get stuck at a checkpoint, that's a lot of sass for one checkpoint.
That you do have the RAM plate on the front, so I think that they'll be okay.
It's definitely for plowing snow and not driving through buildings. Absolutely not.
But I'm sure you could make it through the police cars fine. As long as there's no like Ares Roadmasters or the battle wagons or anything like that. And if there's helicopters involved, well, I'm sure we'll hear about that.
Is Nick Ryder still active, Lone Star, or is he retired?
When you've dealt with him, he's still on the force. He's still he's still a sort of a detective and has not really proceeded up the ranks.
I would like
he's that sort of loose cannon on deck.
Right. I would like to send him a message that just in case he hears anything about a self-driving ambulance that has I don't know. I don't even know how to begin to describe this. Just if you see my ambulance driving around and I'm not in it, we know. Please don't let it get impounded, or if it does, tell me where so I can come get it.
But it won't be self-driving. It'll have Billy the camera dude in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna send him a picture of Billy and be like, it's a drone that looks like this, but it's not this guy. Just let me know what impound lot she's in.
The response you get back is, right. I'll get back to you.
Troll thumbs up emoji.
Do you have like a low jack on Darci or anything like that?
What?
Like a tracking chip or something, so you know like where she is.
Wait, didn't somebody give us each RFID tags to track us? Or biomonitor things?
Yeah, biomonitors are for metahumans, not for vans.
Most of the time, one of you is sleeping in the Valkyrie module, anyways. So I mean, it's not like it's not like Darcy's ever by herself.
Oh, maybe she just wanted some alone time.
With
Okay.
Stephanie, Remo, and you know what? Let's just get to sleep. Let's go with that.
Yeah, how about that? That works.
Or
No,
we could wake the kids up.
no oars, no oars. Go to sleep.
Waking children, they need their sleep to grow.
Yeah, let's
Get out of here.
Yeah, let's not involve the kids. I've involved them too much already, it seems. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some sleep, and then track the van down in the morning. Does that sound good?
Darcy does have an anti-theft system. Apparently, I need to upgrade it.
Oh, okay. What does it do?
It prevents theft.
Right now, all it's doing is preventing us from getting some sleep. Can we please get some sleep?
Yeah. I guess we should all just go to bed and see if it works out for us in the morning.
Sounds good.
I go to bed.
You go to bed? So everybody goes to bed then?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So everyone who has stun damage heals all of that.
Sweet.
I'm going to be kind at this point and say if you have physical damage, that's all healed.
Sweet.
And if you are down any personal edge, you regain all of that back.
Sweet.
Oh. Okay.
It's so that we can spend it all later, guys.
Oh no, because we're gonna die.
Yeah. Dr. Meat Grinder going to be living up to his rep.
Sweet.
What a great idea, Beth.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
So you wake up in the morning.
Oh, yeah. I wake up. You know, is the deacon up?
Deacon's already up and preparing breakfast.
Okay, I'm going
that's part of why you woke up. You get that smell of. I mean, it's soy bacon, but it smells like bacon nonetheless.
Alrighty. I'm go ahead and help him with breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
I wake up and I run outside like it's Christmas morning to see if Darcy's there.
So it is still raining. And Darcy is there where you guys left her.
Oh, okay.
So I'm having breakfast with my favorite kids, and I look at them like, I understand that the scary lady is here. She's kind of funny, but it's okay. I'm here. She's not going to hurt you. And if you can't get to the guns underneath the seats in Darci for whatever reason, you know, if Darcy's not here and KO is, for whatever reason, I don't know how this works. You have your bows, okay? So remember your training with the bows. You know, that's why you've been practicing your archery.
I put a plate of food down in front of Billy, and I tell the kids, "Don't shoot KO." Like, disregard everything he said for the last 15 seconds.
I walk in with the new bishop outfit, which all these kids have seen before, by the way, because they live in a church.
Kids,
And I say,
shoot.
I've turned a new leaf.
Don't shoot KO. Use explosives. It works better.
You say what, KO?
I say I've turned a new leaf.
You found a new purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, you wear the
kids
clothes.
sort of swarm you.
Yeah, you wear the clothes that you like for the job that you want, or something like that, right?
Right.
Are you a bishop now?
I mean, yeah, I can be. Clearly.
I just realized we don't know any of that information, except for Aladdin. We don't know any of that information that KO found out, or that Luna found out, do we?
No, not yet.
That's right. You've not had it. Yeah, you haven't had that conversation yet.
So,
and you look, and Deacon Andrews has the deepest facepalm you've ever seen him have.
yeah, mind if I talk to you for a second? Deacon?
You have to call her Eminence. One of the kids pipes up.
No, I'm talking. I'm letting her have her moment with the kids. I'm talking to I'm trying to talk to the deacon.
Okay.
I tell that kid, "Bless you, child."
Luna made note of that the bishop isn't part of the Sylvesterine order and therefore shouldn't be using magic. And but we have on good authority that he is. So could you possibly contact people?
He is part of the order, or working magic while not being part of the order?
He is working magic while not being part of the order.
Oh. I mean, that's kind of your job now, isn't it? I mean, my job would be to report. My job would be to report it to the order. Well, you seem to already know it.
Fair. Yeah. I just wanted to, pass it along in case, something happened to me, tell other people. I guess. And he kind of like bubbles off back to the kitchen.
Can you do something about her? And he motions to the bishop.
There's been no evidence
I will deal with
now.
Her eminence. Yeah, give me a moment.
But speaking of things I should report to you.
Oh, no. Yes. Oh, that. Okay. And so he goes and come on. And he just kind of like gently tugs at the bishop robes. Just like, come this way, please. Your Eminence.
Hands off the duds. I'm coming.
Are we having a team meeting? I mean, I'm still eating breakfast, but I can hurry up if we need to. Hands off
Oh,
my
no.
bacon.
Yes, we are definitely going to be having a team meeting as soon as KO dresses in something a little more comfortable. All right. Okay.
This is pretty breezy. Have you tried one of these on?
No, I have not.
You're missing out, man.
Yeah. Maybe one day, maybe. All right. But not if you keep acting like this in front of the kids, right? All right, come on. Let's not confuse the children. All right. Can you go ahead and get in your normal clothes?
This is who I am now. By the way, Darcy's back.
What?
What?
Yeah, Darcy's back. She's outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your clothes are out in the van, right?
They're on underneath the robes. I just put them on over.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm dressed. Come on, let's go.
Okay, let's go. All right. I go let everybody else know that Darcy's back.
I've run out of the area where we were eating and run to check Darcy. Is there any visible outside damage?
Make a
Any
perception
major
test.
holes?
I steal whatever bacon he has left on his plate.
Make a reaction test.
Reaction or perception?
No, Billy, you're making a perception test. Johnny's making a reaction test.
Okay, reaction test. Got it.
Oh, that's pretty good. So you see no clear damage on the outside.
Is the driver's side door unlocked?
No, all the doors are locked.
Can't see anything inside.
You managed to get some bacon, but the kids are there waiting for it too.
Okay. I'm not going to fight the kids over it.
It's kind of a free for all. You come up with some of the bacon, but the kids come up with a bunch of it too.
Yep.
Johnny stealing from babies.
Yes. It is.
No, I stole from Billy. I just was competing with the babies.
The babies also stole from Billy.
Right.
So Gertrude, you do have a message from Nick Ryder.
Okay.
That probably came in about an hour ago. And you flip it open, and there's a picture. It appears to be like a camera still from like a store or something like that. There's a picture of Darcy with Billy Camerdew driving.
I will send a message back and says, it appears that Darcy has been returned to me, and I appreciate you looking out for her. And I will send him over some cash of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call it 500 new yen. Or babysitting the ambulance.
That'll keep him in whiskey for 5 days.
Yeah. You know, the little Venmo icons are the ambulance and the baby face emoji.
Yep. So he definitely accepts that money. You get the sort of message accepted.
So where's Camera Dude?
So you see Billy out there sort of looking in like he's about to steal Darci.
Billy, you know I have the keys, right?
Oh, yeah. I just thought that maybe Darcy would open up, or, whoever's inside would be conscious, not hungover or dead.
I will unlock the door.
Okay. Yeah, so you look at Darcy as you unlock the door, and it looks like Darcy's been freshly, I mean, aside from the rain, like an actual like wash and wax. And you check, and the gas tank's full.
Well, that is the most politely stolen vehicle I've ever seen.
Is Stephanie still
And
duct taped to the
yeah, you see
dash?
so the cyber deck is still actually it's no longer duct taped. It's more there's actually a professional mounting.
Ooh.
And you sort of look back toward the back, and you see Billy Camera Dude in the Valkyrie module.
I'm not sure how to feel about this.
And
I don't know how that works.
Because you rolled six on your perception test. He looks as good as new.
Hmm.
They only have one question. Whose money did they spend?
That's the million question, isn't it?
Billy, you might
Make
want to
sure-
check your bank account.
I'm gonna make sure that Stephanie's on voice activated. And hey, Stephanie, have you been spending money that doesn't belong to you again?
No.
Well, we gave Stephanie a cut of the jobs. She's got her own money.
This is true. This is true. And I believe Remo had some of his own money as well. So where did you guys go? Never mind. Don't want to know. Just
I absolutely. What happened?
is anybody hunting for you guys?
No.
Is there any parts of town that I can't show my face in for a few days?
No more. I'm sure no more than normal. As I walk out munching on that last piece of bacon.
Is that my bacon? Oh, there better be bacon left.
The way those kids eat, I assure you, there's not.
Wait,
Okay, so yeah, what happened?
it looks like they took a trip to Goobers or somewhere.
Someone was telling us to get our act together. Clearly. Well, now that we're all here in the
rain.
you want to talk about something?
Oh yeah, here, get in the van. Hop in the Darcy, just to get out of the rain.
And that's when you guys all see it as well, that Billy Camera Dude is occupying the Valkyrie module.
Okay.
Art does imitate life, so
So I kind of opened the door
A masterpiece.
and like, hey,
Okay.
Billy,
That's not what I
Dude.
thought you said.
you all right? Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Father, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Billy? Camera dude?
Oh, am I in your spot?
Kind of. Yeah. Like, it's okay. I know people
He sort of
come in.
steps out and with a flourish.
Oh, well, thank you. And he starts to step in there and he's like, no, wait. What happened last night?
Nothing happened last night.
Paladin, didn't you say that we were gonna have a team meeting? What's this team meeting?
Oh yeah, but it's like the bishop is using magic and he's not supposed to, but we already knew that. Like I was just
Okay, wait,
Right?
hey. Darci went out, got a makeover, is back fine. The magic using, dead raising bishop, who is also breaking some other rules. Sorry, that takes precedent over how Darci got a makeover.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Me and
Okay.
KO agree, so that pretty much means yes, we're sure.
All right. Okay. All right. So bishop the bishop isn't commissioned to use magic, but he is using it. So very likely that he is most definitely this outslander we've been looking for.
Okay, so you got clearance from the church to kill him then.
Oh yeah, he's going down.
Is the church sending help?
Do we need help?
Oh yes, we do need help. That's very. See, this is why you guys are valuable. You guys make a good team. Because I would not have thought to call for backup. Yeah, and he picks up the phone and calls someone.
Who do you call?
The Ghostbusters. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Yep, there we go.
Yep. And for that obvious a joke, the GM gets I'm giving the GM a gift.
Yes.
What about the rest of us who had to listen to that?
That's a fair point.
Do you have any idea of who else to call? Like, Antonia's already here. My direct supervisor's already here. She got tortured for a month.
Yeah, and there was talk about calling a bunch of people, and you've talked to people last time.
Yeah. Was there any other?
So you've
Should we call Becky 99?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yep, there was talk of calling her. You actually exchanged some messages with Julian Alexander.
Mm-hmm. We already told him that. We thought the bishop was Auslander, correct?
Yep.
Oh, well, doesn't the bishop also have in cahoots with the ancients, and the ancients were in cahoots with Altar Boy, and Becky wants to really mess up somebody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or was Becky going to do this as a favor to us because we love Becky and Becky has all the muscle?
I don't know why it can't be both.
Yeah, it can be both.
You do remember hearing that that the Desolation Angels have been continually plagued by these ancients, and that they've grown. So the more recent ones have been stronger.
They've been dead.
Yeah, and as you sort of put that together, you're thinking, okay, maybe what's coming lately are the possessed ones. Got a hype train going. Awesome.
Nice.
What about the crypt kickers? I know there's only like 4 of them, but
Yep.
having 4 ghouls that help can't hurt.
They might have more ghoul friends.
Okay. Oh, is this? Are we rallying the banners? I take it.
That was my understanding, was that you guys were going to make the rounds of Chicago, calling in all of your favors.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. My favors have already been called in. It looks like. Oh no. Where? Lothan. Call Lothan up. I mean, after everybody else calls their stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna send a text to Lothan and ask him to show up.
I did just text Nick Ryder, but I don't. Do we want Lone Star involved?
No, they'll just interrupt the rest of us. It'd be like, having gangers and cops show up, and then that would cancel out and then we would have to deal with all 3 armies fighting each other.
Ooh,
I don't like
that
idea.
Yeah, it didn't go well in that book Luna made me read.
The King of Hats or something? Some sort of jewelry.
And remember, your impression of Nick Ryder is that he doesn't actually have the pull with Lone Star that you're looking for in this case.
Right. I was actually thinking more of like he could like drop an anonymous tip. He'd know the right people to tip off or whatever.
Like a second wave.
Or if wait, do we have any kind of plan before we start calling these people? It was a really long night. I don't remember.
No plan.
Maybe we should do a plan first and then call friends.
So, we want to reconnoiter the place?
That word doesn't mean what I think it means, does it?
No, it doesn't mean wreck the place. It means investigate the scene.
Oh, okay. So you want a recon?
Do I get to do this? Am I part of this recon plan?
When have you ever investigated a scene that didn't involve you charging in and just swinging your axe around?
This is what.
On the other hand, I don't know that we want to leave Billy alone with the kids.
We can work on our archery. That's fine.
No, I mean fine. Yeah, but you got to. What we're talking about doing right now is just looking, not attacking. Even if you see an elf down there, okay, Billy. I need you to nod and say you understand.
I understand the concept, but I don't know if I can not attack something because it's just who I am as a person. I'm being a bitter barbarian. I didn't lie, not like some team members do to us occasionally. So I'm going to call somebody real quick. We'll be back and visit this. Yeah, this call is from Mikhail Garza. This is I'm trying to reach Richard Branson, and if you could give me a call back, I might have some need for some mafia muscle to take down a bad guy at a church. Thanks. Okay, so.
So go ahead and make perception tests.
You hear a clang. My forehead hits my face, my palm. after I hear him say that.
Metal face palm.
Visually or otherwise.
So everybody except Billy can make an audio perception test. Hey, it's above the normal one. Look at all those twos. So Gertrude, you do recognize the name Miguel Garza.
And questions about legs disappearing make more sense now.
I'm being a better barbarian. Keep that in mind.
I mean, so far from what I've seen, I still have some judgment from before.
Okay, so I may not have been completely honest, but I've been completely honest about the Billy Berserker thing. We're actually filming. They're gonna make a show. This is a thing. I am an actor. It's a new leaf, not like a Bishop new leaf, but it's better than boxing. Okay, so I've got a phone call out for some guys. Who wants to call Becky and see about getting some Desolation Angels? Maybe they could, do a drive-by for us and see what they see. Let us know. Then that way we keep the element of surprise. When we show up, we can recon.
We should probably go ourselves and take a look if we're supposed to make a plan to tell these people about.
All right. So what do you think, Your Eminence? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was updating a thing.
So
Yeah, let's get going.
Kale, I'm just gonna say this might get less complicated if there's not two bishops involved that aren't really bishops, or maybe are bishops, but
I'm appalled that you would suggest that I take my fancy clothes out on this mission, where they could get damaged. I will go put them away.
Cool beans.
Put my fancy clothes away.
Okay. You put the bishop's robes back in the dry cleaner bag.
Yep. That way I can preserve them for my Sunday best.
Oh gosh, why do I see KO forming a church and taking donations?
Alrighty.
You are looking to create a power vacuum in the church here in Chicago.
Oh.
We'll vote for KO. She won't animate you.
A vote for KO is a vote for peace.
Peace through superior firepower.
All right.
So I take it we're off to recon.
Yeah. Head out.
So you're going over to recon the basilica, is that what I heard?
Oh yes.
Yep.
The basilica.
Okay. And is everybody in Darci, or are those with bikes riding bikes?
I am riding my bike.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Darci.
Darci.
Shotgun.
We'll keep it simple for now and put Luna in Darci. All right. So as we make our way over toward the Basilica. We are nearing our mid-session point for tonight. So we'll go ahead and take our 10-minute break, and then we'll be back and see what fun they can wreck on at the Basilica. So we'll be back in 10.
Hey, folks, we're back.
Welcome back. Our intrepid runners are on their way over to the Basilica, ostensibly to recon, though one or more party members may spell recon a little differently. So in fact, you do arrive at the Basilica. And it is still raining. Let's see, do I have any box text I want to... Not really. Although by the time you arrive, the rolling thunder seems to have settled down. It's been raining since yesterday. And you feel the first nearby lightning strike. And you smell that ozone in the air. And you are at a large building. So I guess I will ask you, how close do you really want to get to the Basilica? Close enough to see from a distance, or close enough for Billy to jump out of the van?
See from a distance. Would be
All right.
my take.
Is there a nice happy medium?
You can certainly try.
I can run 72 meters in one round. Just putting that out there.
I can drive in front of you, spin the bike wheel, and hit you in the back, hit you across the cheek with my rear tire.
He probably has the smackdowns to do it.
On that note,
I'm not getting off the bike.
I'll move you to the Basilica map, which is a huge map. So you'll want to zoom out somewhat.
Oh, goodness.
To see the full building. So it is a pretty large church, and you guys are down here at the bottom center of the map, a very large map.
Okay. I would like to sense.
Okay, go ahead and make an sensing test for me. All right. So you definitely sense an aura of death that is perverted what once would have been a Christian sanctuary. The background count here is 4.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. There's some pretty powerful magic going on in here. I say out loud, and then, I will try to summon a spirit. Do I see any spirits floating about or anything like that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you do. So I will go ahead and put out. Where did I put it? Here we go.
So background count of 4 means that everybody's magic is at -4.
Yes.
So it doesn't affect their attribute. What it does is any magical task you perform is at -4 dice.
Yep.
In previous editions, it did effectively take down things like magic and force of spells and force of spirits. So background count of 4 was, and frankly still is, pretty terrifying.
Doesn't
Can
that
I,
mean that
back down a little bit and
What's
get
that?
outside of the zone and summon the spirit?
You can.
Okay.
That being said, whatever spirit you summon is going to be at -4 dice for everything it does. So there's what you see from a distance. Those are the. Oh, where's my eyeball? There we go.
It watches you. Okay.
It watches you. So you see 4 of them from. You guys are. I mean, you're at the bottom of the map, but you're actually probably a good 2-3 blocks away.
Okay.
You have you've been so far. You've kept your distance, and you sense that the background count is only 4, like in the vicinity of the church of the basilica. So once you officially get on the map, it'll be 4. Where you guys are now, there's probably not more than a 0 or 1 background count.
Yeah, I'm going to summon a spirit. Actually,
Alright.
wait, no, we're just reconning, right? I let people know that well, there's some those floating eyes are watching outside of the basilica, at least from this coming from this direction.
Incidentally, you guys don't see them in physical space. They're strictly astral beings.
So if we get too close, they'll already know that we're there.
How would your background thing affect, like our ghoul friends?
I'm not certain. I didn't see that part on the PowerPoint.
The PowerPoint did not deal with magic because that's not what I do. I do science. You do magic. That's why I asked you.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. What would the?
So you can make like I think a magical threats or a parazoology test.
Okay. I will do a
Something similar to that would give you that sort of information about ghouls.
I have to have magical threats. All right.
Can I use some magical theory to help him?
Sure. So it'd be under knowledge skills, not
Oh, okay.
skills.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Add 3.
Awesome. I will use my own magical theory.
I'm always interested when that number comes up yellow.
So we get a 5.
So it's 3 dice.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll add another 3 dice. So 1 more.
All right, so 3 total. All right. So between the two of you, you realize ghouls are dual-natured creatures. So ghouls are blind physically, but they compensate for that by being always astrally active. Whether you consider that compensating or not, that's how ghouls are. They are always astrally active. That overcomes their blindness, but it also has certain weaknesses like, well, this background count would affect their vision because they can only see through a sensing. Anything that they do that is boosted by the HMHVV, all those powers are going to be hindered.
So anything
they're not going to have a great day. But then again, you're all looking at not having a great day here.
Seems that as if they'd have a hard time seeing, and any kind of magical abilities they had would would not work as well as it should. So if you'd like to tell your friends that, go for it.
Yeah,
Well,
you can definitely mention it.
maybe one of us who's not magically active should just go walking up there to see if there's any reaction to, and I go ahead, try the door. Is it unlocked?
It is locked. So he's saying that, then you hear the.
I shake my head and I reach over and just put my hand on his hand and say no.
I mean, I'm not saying anybody magically active, KO. So you and Father can stay here, and obviously Gertrude is driving, and so me and Billy Camera Dude could just, go check this out. And Gertrude, could you unlock the door? It's
I know they're child locks. It's weird. It's weird that those are engaged because I engaged them. So we got this. So do we have to be here to handle this, like in this location?
Uh,
I don't remember if we need to be here, if there's some sort of table we have to flip or something.
Or you want to catch them on the road or something?
Yeah, or draw them away. I mean, if this is a place that it's like their home base, right? So why would we want to fight them where they have the most strength?
For Project Take Back, of course. I mean, I need to take this piece back for the church, right?
Right, but wouldn't it be easier to take the building back if it was empty of bad guys? I mean, then you just walk in and say, "This is mine now." That's how that works, right? That's how you take things back. I don't know. I come from the land of no takes backsies, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you want to try to lead them away? We have a drone. I could send a watcher. Like what do you want to draw them away with?
I could go give them a message. Or
We have comlinks for that.
We really don't need you being the undead version of you.
Yeah.
Do we want them to chase us?
Yeah.
That's about as much strategy as my brain can really handle. So,
Hey, Stephanie.
what do y'all think?
Stephanie, Remo, have either of you scanned for matrix signatures or anything down there?
There are no matrix signatures.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we can have them chase us, and then what? We just go back and drive real fast. Like what?
If there's no matrix signatures, that means that there's nobody with phones there. So maybe the place is empty. Maybe they've moved on. I'll go. I volunteer to go in there and check it out and see if there's anybody inside. I mean, we maybe just this may be no big deal and we can just move on.
Plank.
I think, please.
Or I can look at it with my thermographic vision and see if there are heat signatures in there.
Oh, I forgot you had that.
It's handy. I came with it. It's factory installed.
Oh.
So to be fair, there is no direct line of sight from where you are into the church past this thing. There's a wall there.
I figured we'd have to get into Billy charging range to see that.
Yep. Yeah, so you can see because you do see there are doors open here. This one is closed and this one is closed, but the center one is open. And you see basically to a wall there. And between the distance and the rain, everything looks pretty cold.
Does this look like a church that people are attending? Or like something that would not be like in disrepair, something that people might attend for a Sunday mass or something like that.
It's seen better days. The doors, for instance, look. The doors could use some work, but they're still on their hinges. Go ahead and make a perception test.
I mean, I could work on the doors for him.
I got a perception test of 2 twice. My luck has
look
run
at
out.
Yeah.
That was it.
And you're done for the night.
Yep.
So you do see you think you see the flickering in sort of regular, like non-thermovision. You think you see the flickering of what must be candlelight or torchlight from beyond the wall. And you also see there one of these guys walks by. Where are my guys? One of those guys walks by.
How close?
We haven't moved.
So like 3-4 blocks away.
So he walks by. You do hear the rumbling of motorcycles in the distance.
Well, I think it's time to move. My thought was maybe we could sneak in during a service with all of our friends, but we might stick out for being alive. That might make it stick out.
Hey, Bob, as we start to move, I rolled some Chicago knowledge skills. What's in the area as far as bars, places where people hang out, even safe houses?
There is not much here other than like it's more of a residential neighborhood.
Okay.
So there would have been places where people hold up. There are more of those sort of row houses. The rectory is about 3 blocks away from here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But most things around here look pretty run down.
Okay. So it's not like there's a local bar or hangout spot that we could stop in and ask about what's happening in the area.
You guys probably passed one on your way here. It's probably about a half mile from.
Okay, that's
from the Basilica.
Yep. So, okay. So there's really nothing right in the neighborhood. I don't know how much people are going to be around here to be going to services in there.
And then you see some bikes roll up outside.
I think we might just have to like flatten the Basilica.
Uh,
I can fly.
I mean,
fly.
I mean, Allerden, you just need the land back, right? You don't need the building.
Some.
Just
I
blast
would
them.
much rather not blow up the basilica if we could.
You
We
do
also
see
need to get
about a half
Samantha
dozen
back, don't we?
about a half dozen bikes roll up.
I mean, the place is probably toxic. It's got all the undeads. Like, there could be more.
A couple field naps in there.
But aren't you guys getting paid to get Samantha?
Yes.
So dropping a building
Oh, that's right.
is not the easiest, not the best retrieval method.
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about her. Remo, sorry.
So maybe let's not blow up the basilica.
Oh, no, we're not ruling it out completely yet.
I still say I should go in there and check it out and make sure that that it's not just an empty building. Because
Well, it's not
gonna
going to be empty anymore because a bunch of these folks just pulled
A
up.
bunch of the ancients, about a half dozen ancients, roll up on bikes,
I could take them.
and they walk in.
Keep doing this, Bob's going to start giving me stun damage.
But now, like, this is not where, like, the whole Ancients gang is headquartered, right? They're somewhere else.
Heard they were over in that old Walmart place.
Yeah, so they had a place that, remember the old Kong Mart that you guys ran into?
Yeah.
And they blew up.
Yeah, no, I meant like nationwide or worldwide.
Oh no, Chicago's not the ancients' home.
Okay, I told y'all I'm running out of ideas, so this is my best one yet. We should tattle on the ancients.
You want to tell their mother?
Yes!
Wait, what?
I mean, I don't really know their creed or anything. I don't know how against the undead the main family is.
I know like nothing about these people, but I feel
You feel like calling their mom?
call their mom.
So to be fair, everything you've heard so far has indicated that the ancients have been co-opted by, at least by the Altar Boy and possibly by Auslander.
Oh, the whole organization, or just in Chicago?
In Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, the ancients in Chicago did not fare well during the containment zone. The other gangs almost wiped them out. And now they've started to come back.
Just in time for me to finish them off.
Yeah. But it's not like it's not like they're a satellite organization from, I mean, they all wear the uniforms, but it's not like Seattle actively talks to them. Is that a fair?
I mean, who knows how national gangs work, but
Right.
I mean, probably some guy talks to a guy who talks to a guy. it's not like they carry around membership cards and pay. Maybe they do pay dues. I don't know.
I don't think we'll get a quick response from Seattle.
Oh no.
If they
I mean,
do respond.
getting a quick response from anyone regarding anything in the containment zone is a big ask. As those of you who grew up in the containment zone well know. I mean, it's been the containment zone for nearly 20 years. And nobody has seemed to be in much of a hurry to rebuild it until this Project Take Back business.
Yeah.
I just figure we could have someone else come in and do that for us, but I said that's my best idea yet, so someone else should probably have some ideas.
But we just assembles go for it, Kaya.
You want me to call him out to play?
Yeah, go for it.
But maybe we should drive around the rest of the building first and see if the father can see if there are any other eyeballs floating around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll take a lap. Let's take a lap.
Okay, good and make a pilot groundcraft test.
How close are we getting to the building? Like a block or two?
Ideally keeping that 3-block range if we can.
So Aladin, you do see there are eyeballs at basically every entry point.
Tired of all these eyeballs on this church.
I mean, it's the magical equivalent of having cameras.
So I let them know that there's eyes watching every exit or entrance. Same difference.
So are they like cameras that
They're kind of acting like cameras, except they see both physical and astral space.
Do they like swivel or are they just static? Do they have fields of vision?
That's kind of hard to gauge. I mean, I mean, no matter what angle you look at it from, it looks like you're looking at the front of the eyeball, which is kind of disconcerting.
Yeah.
Because physical objects don't look that way.
So you're saying we need a mustache and an astral mustache for disguises.
Yes. Exactly that. How do we get astral mustaches?
This is your department.
You gotta learn it.
Fair enough. So we either need to figure out a way to disguise ourselves or something to get in there, or
Here, I'll handle this. And then I'd like to look out the window of Darci. So that I've got line of sight.
All right.
And I'm gonna cast
Oh, here we go.
No.
Here we go.
Lightning Bolt.
So, lightning bolt is a physical spell. It does not affect things.
Oh
on the astral.
no. Well, that's okay. I just want to wake them up. Yeah, I'm just there are things inside. The guys just walked in. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Through the
Gonna go with what one?
window.
With lightning bolt.
Okay.
For 7.
Are you aiming at anything in particular?
Front step.
Okay.
Or front door. The front door.
Front door? Sure. Okay. So 4 7s, right? You get the full 7 hits. So the door sort of slams open, like it's blasted off its hinges, and what's left of it sort of shatters across this sort of interior wall. And these 2 eyeballs. So Aladin can tell, because I don't think you're a sensing. Aladin, you do notice that the spell gets weaker as it crosses over into the area of the church.
Okay.
But it still has enough force on it to blast open the door. These 2 eyeballs go. One of them goes running in.
Oh, okay. We need to go. The eyes just ran into the watcher just ran into the basilica. I think it's going to go grab someone.
All right, let's go.
Oh boy, here we go. So you hear, so Gertrude, because you've been rolling so well on perception, you hear the telltale of Billy popping a kamikaze dose.
Just get closer. This is what I've been planning for. Camera dude, focus on me. Go ahead.
Cameraman, eyes on me.
The door's still locked, Gertrude. Wait, we're not going the right way.
And you hear a whisper in over comms in just your ear, Billy. It says, "And if you kick the door open on me again."
It's still locked. You need to unlock the. We're going the wrong way, and the door's still locked. I need to.
So I'll give you this since. So at this point, someone peeks around the door and sort of scanning the area. You recognize this as Samantha.
Oh, it's not. Oh God, stop the bed.
Very decayed and definitely undead.
Remo, your friend has an illness.
Yeah,
She
an
was hacked.
irreversible one.
What now? An irreversible one.
I mean, we can fix it, but you're not gonna like it.
She's been possessed. And I send him my image link feed so he can see her zoomed in on her decayed face.
That's probably not even her.
Yeah, she must be one of the clones, right?
Then my friend is truly dead.
Sorry, buddy.
You have to destroy her before she can kill other people. She's extremely dangerous. And you do notice, so because KO's been looking out, Aladin has been sensing.
Is the window open?
So the window that KO is sitting next to is sort of down slightly. So, and I guess technically the shotgun window is down as well a little bit, enough for Aladin to peer out of. And so Aladin, she is definitely possessed by what is your magic rating?
6 or 7, I want to say. Magic rating 7.
the force of the spirit possessing her is equal to your magic rating.
It's a strong spirit.
And it is, in fact, a Shadim. Those of you looking on, you do see her with an assault rifle in hand.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm shooting her with an arrow, and it's going to be one of the narc eject arrows, so it does both physical and stun damage.
So you
Do you like roll? So you roll down the window to do that?
I do have a gun port.
I do think that we
Gun
need to.
port's not going to work for a bow.
Like, now that Sam is not, like, we've confirmed that she's no longer Sam or alive, we should just flatten the place.
You know what?
So that was your roll there.
And I'm going to go ahead and spend some edge.
Okay.
And
I'm going to
so
use.
one more total of 7, so I hit my accuracy.
Okay. I'm going to start with one of my mini nerps.
Quickly roll up the window.
Ooh.
So 8 is enough to dodge.
That's not good.
So she sort of jerks that 28 days later business. So Gertrude, you've seen her move before, and she's even a step amped up from that. From whatever it is that's possessing her, augmenting her, whatever. And that arrow just sort of sticks into the wall.
How did she dodge that fast? He's not human.
Yep. You got it.
Okay, so what are we doing? It's actually what we
Yeah.
taking
Like,
off.
are we fighting?
Are we fighting right now?
We should call the brigade for sure and get them to get here with us, right? And like,
she ducks back inside.
Okay, she's not chasing us. Shoot.
Okay.
She is not chasing you.
so they're defending something in there.
If we were to blow this thing up, how would you go about doing it?
Let's see.
As you sort of look over the church building, the basilica, and realize something this big is probably pretty sturdy as well, you're going to need something significant to knock it down.
At least 2 vans.
It's questionable whether a van would even make a dent in the building, or make more than a dent in the building.
I have no demolitions or anything. That's just my backup plan.
You'd need a lot of explosives, someone very skilled to place them while dodging all these eyeballs and whatever's inside. Or a cruise missile or a Thor shot, something like that.
So we need to kidnap a dock wagon high threat response unit and drive them inside there, in which we massacre them on tape, which should make dock wagon mad enough to Thor shot us.
Or, Allerden, how much money does the church have?
I can tell you that I personally have access to
Not nearly enough.
Yeah.
Aren't you your department head now?
Huh?
Aren't you the department head now?
I mean, only while Antonia was missing, but she's back.
Well, like, tell her to call somebody and get them funds, baby. We gotta blow this thing up.
What if we stole
What was
a
that?
VTOL and flew it in through the roof, which looks in pretty bad shape?
Maybe we just give Billy some more drugs and just let him go.
I'm okay with that plan.
Maybe we should not sacrifice Billy to these people in here.
Is there a possibility that there are innocent people in there?
Nah, no way.
Well,
I mean, that's a
regardless,
pretty.
we're not
background
going in
count.
right now. We got to move because they could be targeting us with a rocket launcher because they know where the arrow came from. So let's get mobile. And I pull out and I start driving away.
And I will follow Johnny driving away. I'm sorry, Billy, you just wasted your drugs this time.
All right, clear out the Valkyrie module. I'm gonna sleep this off, I guess, and feel disappointed.
I could just get rid of it.
Yeah,
No,
you could cast that spell on him.
I'm just gonna sit here in the Valkyrie module and pout because I didn't get to.
Okay.
So you
Just
got
let me know if it changes, Billy.
Destinies and Angels to call.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you have
I
a
can
whole bunch of
definitely
people
call.
you still wanted to call.
Mm-hmm.
So you do after a little while you're pretty sure nobody's followed you out of here. Which is interesting, Johnny. You realize normally the ancients who pulled up here, and you know there are bikers here, they'd be okay with a road race.
I was kind of hoping for one because I figured I figured them chasing Darci, I could take out at least half of them on their bikes.
They did not set foot back outside the basilica,
It doesn't make.
that makes no sense to you.
I was hoping Sam would chase. I was hoping Sam would chase us.
I'm telling you, they're protecting something in there.
I know that's why. We got to get.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, is there a blueprint or city records or anything of this building or the area around it?
Yeah, so I think you guys got a map of the place earlier, so you can see what's there. You should have access to the whole map there. There is a sort of the sort of area around. You can see here there are stairs. There's sort of a second floor that's sort of like a balcony level that wraps around. Like a U shape that ends down here. So it probably ends so from here down, around, and up. So that this area and this area are pretty open for people to see down into. So normally you'd have people sitting down here. You'd have people probably sitting up here. Like if the church were really full, up here would be sort of the acolytes and such. Or if it were a small service, maybe you'd have people sitting there. And then up here is the altar. So this is a full-on basilica with sort of multiple parts to the sanctuary.
So, do we need to find a VTOL?
There's a twinkle in KO's eye, and she says yes.
Let me rephrase. Are we buying one or borrowing one?
I think any VTOL isn't going to be. I don't think you want to take it from a friend because I don't think it's coming back.
Oh, that was what I was asking.
I think any vehicle that heads down there, we got to be willing to lose.
And so, Gertrude, you know full well where the VTOLs would be in the containment zone.
Wouldn't be.
Oh yeah, you stole one.
Yes, you've been there before.
Yeah.
Code 1, I gave it back. I probably didn't move the seat back to like normal human size, but I definitely gave it back.
You're regretting that now, aren't you? Because now you need to borrow one for keeps.
Yeah, maybe Goober has something.
And you also know that they tend to be very expensive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to figure out what we want to put in it, what we want to put in the VTOL, have it ready to load, steal it, and then do it all in one shot. Because whoever we take it from, they're gonna come after us.
That'll be all of season 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Running from the rich guy with the helicopter.
Hey, I'm on board.
So you can fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can operate all vehicles, even rockets.
You have spacecraft? I think it's actually aerospace.
Yes. No.
There's aircraft and there's aerospace.
Yeah, so not spacecraft. I could probably learn though. I can fix planes too.
There are probably precious few people who do have aerospace piloting.
Okay.
So you have left the scene. You are now plotting a VTOL heist.
Oh yeah.
So do we want to VTOL heist or do we want to frontal assault with our friends?
That would.
I think a frontal assault with friends.
Or both.
Wait, I was about to say, like, can't we have a VTOL and our friends? Like,
now Billy pops out of the Valkyrie module. Well, now it's about time.
Okay, guys. Next episode, training montage.
Yeah.
I'll bring all the kamikazes.
I mean, I think the VTOL thing is pretty much we're literally dropping it there to cause a mess and blow it up. If we do a frontal assault at the same time, I don't know. It's a pretty big building. We can crash a VTOL in there, even if it explodes. The whole thing might not come down.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think there's a cheaper option than the VTOL. Smaller drones with explosives.
I like drones and explosives.
Except that the VTOL is not very expensive because we were going to steal it. I mean, the VTOL was free. I mean, we were gonna have sweat equity in it.
I mean, we could steal other things too while we're at it.
And you guys can steal other things, I guess. I'll just look the other way.
But The other thing we could do is we just get a whole bunch of people and hit the place.
I like hitting the place.
Yeah, okay, let's hit it.
All right, then you guys got to start doing your rounds of calls, because I really shouldn't be the one calling Becky 99.
Hey, you could make one phone call for us.
Okay.
See if Doc wants to give us a loan for purchasing some explosive drones. I mean,
Oh, trust me,
drones that could
I'm going to be talking to the doc before we head in there.
I guess we'd have to find out what Goober's got on hand as far as explosives, and this gets complicated. It hurts my brain. So we're not doing this like right now, right? Now?
Not now.
No.
Not now.
No, you can
No.
go back to sleep.
Okay.
You do get the sense, Billy. You definitely get the sense, and it's not just because your kamikaze's ticking down. You do get the sense that something's been set in motion. But there's now a ticking clock. And on that note, go ahead and roll a d6 for me. See if you can roll something other than a 1 this time. So I think you've rolled a 1 just about every time I've asked you for this roll. A 2! Double the duration. So double the duration, so that's 20 minutes instead of 10. But that does sort of wind you down to the crash mode by the time your conversation is done. And so with that, because we're nearing the 10 o'clock hour, and we still have another 3 hours of planning to do, we'll go ahead and call it for the week. And we'll plan on maybe progressing that bar to 85% next week. As I think it looks like the runners are going to call in every last favor they have. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for those who've donated gifts tonight. Thank you to the players. You guys make it fun. And thank you, Tom, for both playing and doing tech.
Thanks for jamming, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
It's
love everybody.
And the schedule for the week looks like it's up there.
Yep. This week we get Thursday is Shadowrun Denver, where that's the next stream where the runners continue their habit of being big damn heroes and are trying to save a bunch of people from Ghostwalker's thugs in attacking a hospital.
And eventually we may have a live play of Darci's Night Out, which I teased tonight. So eventually we'll find out whatever happened to Darci, Stephanie, and Billy / Remo on the night at the church. Thank you, everybody.
Have a good week, folks.
Catch you later.